Shalom, shalom. Real Hebrew Israelite coming week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America and this society. I'm going to start off giving all praises and glory and honor to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, to GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And a few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. This the brother Matazawa Union, aka Mataz. And I'm coming back with another quick video. And I did videos on this before, which I'm gonna let this man speak. So he bring out a lot of good, valid points. But I did videos on this before. But you know, it's always good to touch back on it, just to bring a reminder to you women out there that are listening and learning. When you deal with a man, you know, you better just deal with that man. So you got to be wise of who you deal with, and this is why you don't need to pick. That's why you need to let the man pick you. You know, you women that are listening and learning, and not pick and not try to pick the man yourself. You got to get picked. Let the man gonna pick you, and no matter how he look or what you think he look like, you have to be picked. We gonna do the choosing, we gonna do the picking, and that's just what it is. And you should just accept that and deal with that. That's just what it is, you know. So you don't end up in this situation right here where you just collecting bodies, you know. Which I'm gonna let the video play. Let me let it play.
Good. I like that. Poor people wrong. You ejaculate in a woman, bro. Your sperm go to her brain and stay there for the rest of her life. Good. That's why the Bible, a woman was only supposed to be with one man her whole entire life. They knew that concept. Or she was supposed to remain a virgin until she got wedded. And your sperm, when you ejaculate in a woman, you have something that literally suppresses her immune system. And then she has something called spermicide that's naturally produced by her vagina to kill all the 100 trillions of sperms for one can make it and the baby can be conceived. What this does when you ejaculate in her and you weaken her immune system is something called the blood and brain barrier. Your sperm literally passes that and attaches to receptors on her brain. That's why they be so addicted to males. Literally, women scientifically get dick whipped though. Scientifically. Because your sperm literally bonds with her brain forever, and that's why multiple sex partners and women, they start developing multiple different personalities. You may never see your woman start talking like you. Sometimes I even start looking alike, merging genes. I always felt like married people, when they start looking alike, you found your match. No, yeah. So that's the net in her brain. That many nuts in her. My sister look just like her husband. I can't wait to call her and say, but that nigga net in your brain. They gotta take a long route to get there, but yeah. But that's why you see multiple women that have multiple sex partners. They take on multiple personalities from their partners. That's how you know you're being fucked. You ejaculate in a woman, bro, your sperm goes.
So yeah, man. This is why it's very serious why we bring these out and keep bringing this out. You know, you women that are listening and learning, hey, let the man pick you. I don't care who you think you like, you trying to lust, all of that. Hey, man, at the end of the day, that man might not want you. That man might not pick you. He might give you to another brother. Like, I don't want you. You're not really the type who I'm really looking for. I'm going to give you to my brother. So this is why you have to understand, you going to have to get picked. And you have to accept what men of the Lord pick you. Because you're going to have to deal with them. And once you deal with them, that's what it is. That man's spirit is going to be attached to you forever. Simple. So you need to be happy if you get picked. Because this is just the truth, man. You know? And we're going to keep bringing videos out about this to let it be known. Give me a second. All right, so, yeah, man. I'm going to get this Mark. This is Mark 10 and 8. And they twain should be one flesh. So then matter of fact, I'm going to start up. I'm going to start at 6. But from the beginning of the creation, the Most High Power God made them male and female. For this cause shall a male leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they twain should be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. So yes, YAHAWASHI made it where when a man deal with that woman, she become his flesh. She become as him. They become one flesh. What therefore the Most High Power God have joined together, let not man put asunder. Which he shouldn't put his woman away, because she's a part of him now. And which develop the features, the looks. Like he said, man, you'll start to look like your partner. You know? I know soulmates, bull crap and all that. No, you start to develop to look like your partner is because his sperm is attached to that woman forever. This is why she's not to leave that man, which I always bring out in Romans 7:1. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth, which the law have dominion over us. Verse 2, for the woman which have an husband is bound by the law to her husband, so as long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So she's bound to her husband as long as he live, you know, because they are one flesh. She became one with him. How? Because when he put that sperm in her, it attached to her forever. Now she even talk like him, act like him, even do things like him, maybe even snap like him, maybe even get angry like him, maybe even get the little irritation when the man irritated with his woman, you know. They basically one flesh. They're one now, you know. Verse 3. So then if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she should be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. So this is why a woman cannot leave her man. She's supposed to be with her husband for the rest of her life. Long as that man living, she's supposed to be with that one man for the rest of her life. Period. Point blank, period. Ain't no getting around it. You know, it's nothing you could do to get out of that. That's the agreement, but with a man and a woman. And that's just how it's supposed to be. It's, you know, and you can't get around what the law of the Most High said, you know. So if she messed with another man, now she got another person's spirit on her. And that's what happened. That's why it said when dude was breaking down, you develop all these different personalities because you got all these different men's spirit on you now. So now you got all these different personalities from these different people that you have messed with. That's why you're not supposed to mess with multiple men. This is why women only supposed to mess with one man her whole life. Like the scripture says. It's no getting around that. That's the law. That's why in that Jeremiah, get that real quick, 3:1, it says, they say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, should he return unto her again? Should not that land be greatly polluted? Yes, it's gonna. Her wound is gonna be polluted because when she lay with another man, now she got other man's spirit on her. Now she's polluted. If he put that woman away, he cannot go back to her just because of that. Because now, first of all, it already was adultery for putting her away. But now she got these other men's personalities on her now. Now, why would you go to a defiled wound? You got to stay away from that. Give me a second. So, yeah. So, yes, she's polluted. He cannot return back into her. That's just what it is. Now she got multiple spirits on her. So this is why we let you, women that are listening and learning, understand this, that you cannot deal with who you want to deal with. You have to be picked. You know, which proved Genesis 24 I'm gonna start at 60. I always start at 63. This to prove the point that they never knew each other, and it's the first time they're gonna meet and they have sex. This is Genesis 24. Salakia, and 63. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the evening, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camel were coming. And Rebekah lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel, for she had said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. And the servant told Isaac all things that he had done. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent, and he took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death, which proves sex is marriage. So sex is marriage. So a woman is only supposed to deal with that one man her whole life. That's marriage. That's sex. So so if anytime she lay with somebody outside of that man and he's still alive, that's adultery. It's adultery. That's why a woman's supposed to be with one man her whole life, period, on multiple accounts, because it's adultery, and on top of that, that man's spirit is attached to you, which proved they had sex. Like I always go do this because people always say, well, that could have been something else. Whatever, man. This is Genesis 25 and 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethlehem, the Syrian of Panaram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated of the Lord Yahweh for his wife, because she was bearing. And the Lord Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord Yahweh. Plain and simple. So that took means they had sex. She became his wife. Simple as that. I'd have had debates about this. Oh, that don't mean they had sex and that became his wife. The next chapter, she pregnant. So what are you talking about? This is the most who I had to debate with about that was a dumb female. These dumb females out here who don't know nothing. Like I always say, I don't put y'all on the same level. You sisters that are listening, I call y'all women. I show y'all that respect, because y'all actually trying to deal, with YAHAWASHI to the best of your ability. Because we not perfect. We understand that. We not perfect. And it is going to be women of the elect, plain and simple. So, that's just the point, man. It's no getting around that. You can't get around what is factual, So, yes, if YAHAWASHI set a man up to pick you, accept that man. He's going to be your husband. His spirit going to be on you for the rest of your life. And that's just what it is. And you are now bound to that man. That's marriage. So you don't be called an adulteress, because that's adultery when a man lay with another man's woman. And this proves, look, man, a man can have multiple women, but a woman can't. So this proves that a woman cannot have multiple husbands, because it's wicked. Simple. This is Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress should surely be put to death. Simple. You're going to be put to death. So this proves right here that a woman cannot have more than one man. They can't have that. But a man can. And I already did a video cutting this Edomite proving that. I'm not going to go through all them scriptures trying to prove that. It's already there. We already got the Isaiah 4:1 to prove that 7 women going to take hold of one man in these last days that we are in anyway. Why? Because stuff about to hit the fan. So they're going to have no choice but to cleave into the one man out of a man of the Lord. So it's going to be You know, a lot of men, it's going to be some men of the Lord that's going to have more than one woman so they could be protected and safe, and they're going to get delivered through that man. Simple. That's how they're going to get saved, through childbearing and all of that. So I ain't going to go through all them scriptures, but that's just the point. So you females out there that's wicked, y'all going to get destroyed. But you sisters out here, just understand that, hey, whatever the Lord set you up with and whatever man pick you, be happy that you got picked, you know, because you cannot, hey, YAHAWASHI don't have to have you get picked, and you can just get destroyed, and then it is what it is. The hell with you, you know. So just be happy if you get picked or not, you know. So with that, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honor to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work, and the few sisters that are listening, learning, being obedient to their husbands. Keep pushing and doing the work. Shalom, Barakathum, and Kwam Yasharallah.